Hi, Davi here, and today we have a new episode in the art session series. And today we're going to be doing a bunch of sketches. Well, maybe not a bunch, but a couple. Who knows? But we're going to be doing this with some references. So right now, I just took these from my downloads. Yeah, there are some images that I've downloaded from Pinterest, I believe. And as you can see, they're all like anime-esque or focused. So yeah, I just randomly dragged these photos in on PureRef. Oh, by the way, PureRef has a new update, so I do recommend you get that update. As you can see, they have like a grid sort of view now, so I think that's pretty cool. And they have like dots as well. And they have like a bunch of other updates. So yeah. Because I want to draw something, paint something, but sometimes I've talked about this multiple times on the channel, but I do have a lack of focus. Like sometimes I just feel like drawing a bunch of random things, but I gotta have something that I can like, cling on to. And since I like anime anyway, why not just let that be sort of the thing? So you know what? We'll just zoom out a bit, so I'm not going to be focused too much on just one piece. But we're going to just use these references for the vibe. I'm not sure how that's going to work, but, we'll see. We'll use a simple brush. Simple brush? I don't know. I feel like a gouache, something more bold, something more opaque. Yeah, I think I'm having a little bit of a analysis paralysis. We'll go for a pink. How about that? Or you know what, a purple? You know what? Recently I have been into the color purple for some reason. Not sure why. Yeah, so whenever I have trouble starting, sometimes I just add in a bunch of random strokes just to get something on canvas. It's not like it's gonna be permanent or something, right? So how about this? We'll try to design this or make something. Like sometimes I feel like drawing something first, right? Drawing the contour, the silhouette, and then painting underneath that. And sometimes I like to go this route where it's more like shape based, or trying to work out like the main silhouette, right, of the whole figure. And then over time, it sort of becomes a lot more like sculpted. I don't know. My bad. Excuse me. Yeah. I gotta focus. I gotta say something. For example, faces. Let's avoid doing bodies for now. Faces or portraits. Am I spelling it right? Oh no. Portraits. Oh, it's over. In the past art sessions, what I did was I actually recorded the videos first without me talking, and then I did the voiceover after. And it does work, but sometimes, I don't know, I just feel like talking as I'm drawing. The focus is not going to be completely there, but right now what's happening is I'm getting a bit reliant on this photo, but fuck it. It is what it is, I want to do it via negative shapes. Meaning it's just white and this sort of purple color. We'll give her a bit of a haircut, kind of like that. Instead of erasing, I'm just painting over the edges with white. It's one of those things where like I want to be independent of references. Not that using references or using references is a bad thing, but I want to be able to be more creative, like not be so attached, which is something that I find myself doing a lot. When I have references, I'm just attached to my kind of like that. We'll pick a darker purple, and then we'll do her like coat thing. Yeah, so we're very focused more on the shapes, the silhouette. Just holding something here. Oh, there's like a lighter pink or purple. So here's that. I think I'll be reviewing this artist in the future. I do have them like listed, or they're in my list of artists to review. They have a very cool style. What am I doing? Like I want to build the intuition. Some say draw slow, paint slow, and then the intuition just sort of comes. But Sometimes I don't want to do that because I feel like if I'm not energetic with my strokes, I'm kind of bored. I'm one of those types of artists. Like I just feel like being a bit more expressive. It may sound like cope, but I gotta be honest, it's what fuels me, you know? I look at the efficiency of the strokes here. Again, I'm not even zooming in that much, but the energy is just so freaking cool. Here, over here with some earrings. We'll bring in some white. I want to show off that forehead just a little bit. Peeping through. Not a bad sketch. The eye could be like smaller. But you know what? Let me remove all of these unnecessary shit. Not bad. As a sketch, you know, sometimes when I draw, I feel like coping. But whatever. Oh, look, it's just so minimalistic. I do like it. Yeah, I want to make the eye smaller. You know what? I'm gonna do this. But if I make it just a tad bit smaller? Okay, I flipped the canvas. To bring the eye closer to the nose, I'm gonna drag it in. You know what's cool about anime? You can sort of push the proportions a bit. So the kind of freedom is something that I like. I mean, even in like comics sometimes, it really depends on the style, but I think for anime adjacent stuff, it's a lot more common. I noticed the mouth is kind of closer to the nose than it is to the chin. Is it good? No, but whatever. It's a warm-up. It's a warm-up. We're just doing warm-ups here. It's kind of how I cope. Not bad. If you like zoom really far out. Let me drink some coffee here. It's kind of cold, but I don't mind. We'll pick this value, right? I just want to get like the vibe. I want to get used to drawing faces, and the best way to do it is to just draw and paint faces, you know? So you can't just, yeah, we'll fill this hole up like a silhouette, bring in some of these like darker. I just want to be more bolder with my strokes, right? And by the way, I'm doing this all in one layer just because I want to get it forces me to be a bit more raw with my strokes. I don't have to rely on constant like layers. When I do more complicated stuff, sure, eventually. And look at that. Now I know those black lines are added after, but yeah, Lucy, this character is from the anime Cyberpunk Edge Runners, and she has very colorful hair. Kind of hot actually. You know, I'm gonna make this whole thing white because yeah, I've noticed this too with certain artworks where they'll add in some whites and it will make your artwork look a little more like highly exposed, like there's a bright flash being like imposed on the subject, but because of that white, that contrasting look looks really good, or it can get some solid attention. So I'm not totally against it. Do you see how the eyes are kind of like diamond-esque? You know, I'm trying to do two things. Number one is I actually learned to use or look at the reference, but also to get the main gist of it, but also to not abstract it too much. Wait, what? My brain's kind of not functioning right now, but I do like this darker. Mouth is kind of small. The nose a little minimal. Yeah, when you have this sort of painterly style where you're a bit more kind of just direct, it can look a little messy, but what you get after can look kind of cool. It's not really like a guarantee, but you can get some nice, decent stuff. I want to show off like these eyes are too wide apart. She looks kind of interesting, and that's a nice way of putting it, by the way. Yeah, I also don't want to spend too many strokes doing something. And that's not me being lazy. I wanted energy, you know? And look at the way they did the lashes. It's like they're not doing it individually, kind of like that. They're just... It has a couple of points, but that's it. Like you're sort of left to fill in the blanks yourself. Which I kind of like, actually. Yeah, the eyes are kind of too close. Or they're a bit far apart. I'm not sure how to feel or how I should feel about that. Again, I'm not trying to totally copy Lucy here, but yeah, I want to use the reference but not totally copy it. Yeah, I think that was the point I was trying to make earlier. I mean, a decent amount of it is gonna be copied, but yeah, how long have I been doing this? Yeah, real-time version about 17 minutes. I may have to do some cuts here and there. Yeah, I want to keep these sessions short as well, because the longer I take doing, if I spend too much time, I'll end up copying the thing. So by having like a shorter time limit, I feel like I'm more focused on like the bigger picture stuff. Or oh, it's over. It encourages me to focus more on the bigger picture, you know. Oh, in one brush or using just one brush. Yeah, I feel like that's not. I feel like the eye is blending too much. So we'll pick this sort of light purple, and we'll enclose the eye. So it's not, again, we're not trying to copy it, and that's like a natural thing. Like if you keep going back and forth between your drawing and the reference, it's gonna happen. So just be a bit more aware, I guess. I like the lashes. They're so pointy. I mean, close enough. You know, I think I got the gist of it ish. Yeah, I think the more I do this, the more, I don't know. I think it's the volume. Like the more you do, like it just builds up mileage. Like you just get more comfortable doing something. So maybe that's the main goal here. It's just, I just want to get more comfortable and not, you know, panic too much. What do we, oh yeah, faces. Let's just focus on faces. I'm gonna try and make something. Oh wow, creative. Like I need to make my own like shorthand. Maybe I should draw like the full. Damn, I'm kind of hungry actually. I guess this is like a side view. Oh, right. And we'll draw like the ear somewhere here. You know what's cool about this type of proportions is they kind of look like cats or dogs. Like the mouth, this area is kind of protruded outward. It's kind of fun actually. And the neck is not just like that. There's a bit of fat and then that. Oh, genius. Am I doing a good job? Right? Look at how I'm not wasting too many strokes. Maybe in the beginning I was kind of like lost, but I think right now there's kind of something here. Okay, how do you draw here? Fuck. Erase it a little bit. Oh, so the lower lip is kind of showing. Oh, look at that. Kawaii. Did I make the nose a little higher? That's too much. I don't know. A little pointier maybe? It can work. Yeah, I want to be a little more minimal with the nose. You know what? I'm just playing with proportions here, so whatever. The thing that sort of connects from behind the ear. You know how there's like a V in the neck? Kind of like this. It starts from the back of the ear, right? To the clavicle thingy. Oh, her traps are kind of big. I don't know what I'm doing with it. Let me just erase some parts here. What's my time? Real time is 24 minutes. Where does the ear begin? Oh no, it's the center of the head. Oh, we gave her some bangs. Kawaii. Isn't she cute? Wow, kind of like that. Right? I like this kind of approach where you're sort of being inventive, just making something up. Right? It's less pressuring, but a lot more engaging actually. Maybe to warm up, just, you know, have a reference or have a bunch of these photos, and then once you sort of loosen up, then you can start making your own stuff a bit. I don't know. Ah, a nice shorthand for the ear. I'm so fucking cool. Easy. I like the long nose. You should got, right? What if we add like a? We'll try this. What if she's like a nun? Oh, I'm sexualizing nuns. Jesus. Oh, it's so over. But I feel like I'm ruining the neck, you know? Nah, we'll just leave it as it is. Kind of like this. Damn. I mean, I get why sometimes nuns are sexualized in anime, just because they're like forbidden, you know? Anyway. So the center is kind of here, so we'll try and signify that, or give that impression by making the strokes or these dark strokes go out. Look at the clavicle. Ooh. Kawaii. Yeah, I've seen artists do this where in the corners they'll add like a dark area, like a triangle or something like that, to sort of indicate ambient occlusion, I believe. Okay, so it's been 27 minutes. I think I'll stop here. I think I'm doing too much. It's actually fun. And in this way, I'm not pressured to do like one sketch per video. I can just, I mean, I could do that, but the point is, I'm just sort of doing whatever, and within like a certain time session. In this case, 30 minutes, not going beyond that, I think is a good sort of pace for me. You can do longer sessions if you want, but for me, I think this is enough. I don't want to do too much because I might get too good. So there you go. I think by doing more of these, along with these, you just sort of, again, you get comfortable, and the more comfortable you are, the more you can play around with like proportions and stuff like that. And I think that's where like the fun is gonna happen the most. So yeah, sketch more, give yourself room to just sketch whatever. And I want to draw those eyebrows. Where are those eyebrows? They're kind of thin, right? And one brush is all you need, guys. Don't think, oh, because if I don't have this brush, I'm not gonna make, I think, a round brush. You know what, fuck it, brushes matter, but it doesn't matter as much as you think it does. Keep it simple, have fun. And do I need to do that? No idea how to draw eyes. Oh, it's over. And I like that. Okay, it's good enough. It's good enough. Stop. So I think I'll stop the recording here. Maybe I'll do some minor edits to take away like super silent parts where I don't talk. But yeah, so that's for the episode. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Okay, bye.